100th anniversary of this railroad. 100 years ago today is exactly was the day they ran the first revenue train. Now, the last time that I looked, whenever anybody ran a first train, they had a big celebration. It was 76 trombones, it was political speeches, it was hoop-de-doo all over the place. We had bunting, we had all sorts of stuff. But when they did that 100 years ago, they said the railroad was only a lumber carrier. They didn't have a celebration. They didn't have a big old party to do. Well, we're going to do that today. Yeah, that's what it's all about here. We're going to have a big old party, and we're going to have some fun. As you look around here today, you're going to see all sorts of things happening. You're going to see the Apex Fire Department who's with us today with their wonderful engine over there. We've got an antique and classic car club displaying all their automobiles for you. We've got trains running. We got steam whistles blowing. We're going to dedicate a big old 100-year plaque for the birthday of this railroad, and we're just going to have some fun. Remember, this is something that's here for you to enjoy. We do this just because we believe the community needs it. Nobody gets paid for doing what you're about to see here. We just do it out of the goodness of our hearts. And we like to have all of you out here smiling. Every time one of these kids smile, we get our reward. And we're greedy. We want a lot of those rewards. So with all of that, I'm going to bring out the first of our regular speakers. If I can, I'd like to introduce Congressman David Price.
Good to see everyone, and good to be part of this celebration here in this historic occasion as we celebrate the 100 years of this railroad being in operation. And the great thing is, it's still in operation. Thanks to the dedicated efforts of these volunteers, the folks who railroad museum to commemorate our history, and also made sure that this train is still running so that our kids and the next generation can have that experience of riding the rails, and that we can understand just how important this part of our history in Wake County is. I was especially drawn to this occasion because of where I grew up and my own family's history. If you're a real railroad follower, you will know the town, Erwin, Tennessee, and you will know about the Clinchfield Railroad, which was a railroad that was built from Elkhorn City, Kentucky to Spartanburg, South Carolina, through the North Carolina mountains at about the same time that this railroad was built. It was part of that late 19th century industrial expansion. In the case of the Clinchfield, they were hauling coal, they were servicing mica and feldspar operations. And half of my family worked for that railroad. It's now part of the larger CSX system. But I grew up in a railroad town. And the folks around this area, many of the older generation, still remember what it's like for the railroad to be the center of community life. It's where people work. It's sounds and sights that you got familiar with. And it's a part of our history that we really don't want to let slip away. And so I am very enthusiastic about this project. And I know you are too. And this is going to just go on. We're going to have these rides available on the first Sunday of the month, I understand, immediately. And I'm sure it'll grow. And I'm sure that more and more people will want to do that. Just look at the lines out here today. So I guess we're doing a kind of imitation of a Harry Truman whistle-stop tour here today, but that's fine with me. There was a time when politicians regularly campaigned from the back of cabooses, and I think the American people would respond real well if we did that again. But anyway, my purpose in being here today is just to join in the celebration, to join you in thanking the volunteers who have made this possible for our community, and to enjoy this occasion with you. So thank you for commemorating this piece of our history.